Good morning, students. Welcome to EVS class. We are doing chapter food. In this video, we will discuss about drip irrigation, organic manures, and then green manures. Drip irrigation involves adding water to the plant drop by drop at or near the roots. Areas where water source is limited. In such areas, drip irrigation is very successful because in drip irrigation, water is provided to a very specific area that is close to the roots of the plants. Drip irrigation involves laying of pipes just near the surface of the soil. These pipes have holes from where water is dripped out in the required quantity to reach the plants directly. And all these pipes are further connected to the main source of water. So we can say that in drip irrigation, wastage of water is very less or wastage of water is avoided. Advantages of drip irrigation system. Drip irrigation is more precise and economical. Drip irrigation is far more controlled. Let me explain this. As I have already discussed that in drip irrigation, water is slowly provided to a very specific area that is close to the roots of the plants. So the flow of water is slow, which means water can be easily absorbed into the ground. Whereas when we talk about other surface irrigation methods, in those methods we are doing watering of the whole surface of the field. And due to overhead irrigation, the plants are wet and it results into runoff as well. Next advantage is drip irrigation system is beneficial where water resources are comparatively less, because as we have discussed that in drip irrigation we have to irrigate a very specific area and we need not to irrigate the whole field. So yes, drip irrigation is beneficial where water resources are comparatively less. Now, next advantage is in drip irrigation system, evaporation of water from the field is minimum. Now why? Because already I discussed that in drip irrigation, water is added very close to the roots of the plants. It means the watered zone or soil where you have added water, that is shadowed by the plant itself, or you can say that is covered by plant itself. So as that very water zone is covered by plant itself, so it means from that area now evaporation will be less or will be minimum. So this is the advantage, that evaporation in drip irrigation system is minimum. In drip irrigation, we add water close to the roots of the plants, which means the land or the soil which is between the plant rows, that will remain dry because we have not done surface irrigation completely. We have just added water close to the roots. So definitely the land which is there between the plant rows will be dry. So as that area or that land is dry, it means unwanted plant growth is prevented. Now, disadvantages of drip irrigation, and the very first is drippers get clogged. What is this? The most specific problem with drip irrigation system is that drippers get clogged, because we know there are dissolved salt content in the water. So due to those dissolved impurities, you can say that drippers get clogged. So to prevent this, water must be very well filtered and chemical must be used to clean out the system. In drip irrigation system, the salt content, or you can say degree of salting of that land will increase. Generally, that salt is washed away if that zone or land receives more than 300 mm of the rain yearly. But if this is not the case, location of the field is not suitable, then in that case, supportive surface watering methods are to be employed to maintain the salt content, so that salt content should not increase beyond limit. For drip irrigation system, firstly a network of pipes, then a water reservoir, all this setup is required. It means for drip irrigation system, the initial cost is high. Integrated nutrient supply program refers to the maintenance of soil fertility and of plant nutrient supply at the optimum level, which means that soil fertility must be maintained and plant nutrient must be supplied in the right quantity so that desired productivity can be achieved. The integrated nutrient supply program includes regulated nutrient supply for optimum crop growth. Next is improvement and maintenance of soil fertility. And the next one is zero adverse impact on agro ecosystem quality by balanced use of organic manures, inorganic fertilizers, and biological components. Now, next topic is organic manures. Organic manure is a mixture of various decomposed organic substances like organic wastage, animal dung, crop residue, etc. These substances are decomposed by the action of microbes, and the result is we get organic manures. Benefits of organic manures. Organic manures provide organic matter to the soil. So it improves the physical and chemical condition of the soil. Organic manures help in maintaining soil texture, improve aeration and retention of water. Now, next is limitation of organic manures. First is organic manures are bulky. So their storage and transportation is difficult. And the next one is organic manures supply only a limited amount of nutrient. So organic manures cannot replenish the entire depletion of nutrients which was caused by the high yielding variety of crops. Green manure. Green manure is a type of cover crop grown primarily to add nutrients and organic matter to the soil. Winter cover crops such as oats or rye have long been used as green manure. Green manure crop is grown for a specific period of time and then plowed under and incorporated into the soil. Benefits of green manures. Green manure supplies organic matter to the soil. Humus, which is formed from green manure, increases the absorptive capacity of soil, promotes aeration, drainage and granulation, which helps in the plant growth, or what we can say that green manures improve the structure of the soil, and this organic matter which is added, which is provided by the green manures, stimulates the activity of soil microorganisms. Green manure crop supplies additional nitrogen if it is a leguminous crop. The legume crop adds nitrogen for the succeeding crop because as we know that they have the ability to fix nitrogen from the air with the help of its root nodule bacteria. So all the legume crops leave the soil in better physical condition and richer in nitrogen content. Organic matter act as food for microorganisms. It means the organic matter which is added to soil by way of green manure stimulates, increases the activity of microorganism, which further will stimulate the biochemical change accordingly. Now, green manure adds organic matter to the soil. We have already discussed that if green manure crop is a leguminous crop, so it will be making soil richer in nitrogen also. So, finally, the yield of the succeeding crop will increase, and it has been observed as well, if green manuring is done properly, it always results into increased yield of the succeeding crop. Now questions time. Students, write down answer of these questions in your copies. First is, what are the benefits of organic manures? And second is, what is drip irrigation? State any two advantages of drip irrigation system. Thank you so much.